Hey y'all, so it's time to go back outside with the movers and the shakers. And this is the story about how my homegirl set me up to be robbed. So y'all know I have to give y'all a little backstory every time I tell y'all a story so I can catch you up on everything. So I'm going to take y'all back to a few months before I got robbed. So I got to take y'all back to before my daughter passed away. So all this started at the end of 2019 when I was looking to purchase my first home. So I ended up moving out of my apartment because my lease was up and moving into my dad's house with my dad because I was getting ready to purchase my home. So around this time, my baby daddy hit me up. He was in prison and he had a cell phone. So he hit me up and he was like, hey, can I have my son's phone number? I would like to talk to him and build a relationship with him. And me being the type of mother that I am, I was like, sure, no problem. I gave him the number. So y'all, within 2 months of this man having my son's phone number, my son started to become a totally different child. If you knew my child, he was always, very respectful, very soft-spoken, good kid in school. And after I gave him my son's phone number, my son started to get disrespectful. He started to fail his classes. He wasn't doing his homework. Like, he just became a totally different kid. So because he was getting in trouble, I started putting him on punishments. I started taking his phone, I took his game, I took his bike. Like, he played sports, so he would have to sit out of the sports. Just consequences for your actions. So one day we at the house and I asked him to help me with my daughter. And he said, you do it. That's your baby. So y'all, I end up spanking his ass that day. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. So a couple days later, DCF and a police officer showed up at my house because they said that they had got a report that I had been abusing my son. So y'all, when they showed up at my house, I snapped. Like, what the fuck you mean I've been abusing my son? This little boy is very well taken care of. Like, spoiled beyond spoiled. So I'm snapping on the DCF and the police officer and stuff like that. And I'm actually finna get ready to leave my house. So I tell my son to come get in the car. And when I tell him to come get in the car, he start going crazy, screaming, telling the police, no, I don't want to go with her. No, I don't want to go with her. She gonna beat me. She gonna beat me. So the police that was there end up calling a sergeant. So when the sergeant come, he like, we just gonna diffuse the situation. Is there anywhere else that he can go for the night, or is there anywhere that you can go for the night? Let's just separate y'all. And at first I'm like, hell no, y'all not separating me from my child. Like, I ain't done nothing to him. Like, he's very well taken care of. And they're like, well, we need to do an investigation, and the way that he's acting like he's scared to go with you. So I think it would just be best if you guys separate. So I'm like, okay, cool. He can stay here with my daddy, and I'll go stay at my homegirl house because she drive trucks, so she was gone on the road. So I had already took his phone and everything when he got in trouble before. So I was like, when I get to my homegirl house, I'm gonna go through this phone and see what's going on. So when I get to my homegirl house, I go through my son's phone. And when I go through his phone, I go through the messages between him and his daddy. And y'all, my goodness, a fuck nigga gonna always be a fuck nigga. In the messages, I see that my son, he's still been sneaking and using the phone, contacting my baby daddy. And he complaining to him like about his schoolwork and about stuff at the house, and if he don't do this and he don't do that, he gonna get in trouble. And my baby daddy is telling him like, you don't need that homework in the real world. You shouldn't be doing it anyway. Don't worry about doing that because when you get grown, it ain't gonna matter. He also telling my son stuff like, your mama evil. That's why I never been a part of your life. She's always kept me from you. And I've never kept him from him. You have been in and out of prison his whole life from the time he was 3 months old. You done did 2-year bids, 4-year bids, 5-year bids. Like, you never been out. And when you was out, you was running the streets so hard, you didn't have time for your children. I'm going to just give y'all an example. There was one time I had went to jail. and my son was getting ready to start school. So when I got out of jail, I had $218 to my name, y'all. So I called my baby daddy, because this was one of the rare times that he was not in prison. And I'm like, hey, listen, I ain't got nothing but $218. I just got out of jail. Can you help me get Janai's school closed? So he said, yeah, meet me at University Mall tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, cool. So y'all, the next day we go to the mall and it's 3 o'clock and we waiting on him, and he don't never show up, and he stopped answering the phone. So I had to take my last $218, y'all, and let my baby pick out some shoes and get him a couple outfits. And then the next day I had to take the clothes back to the mall and get my money back. I had to take them $218 and go get me some work, jump back outside with the movers and shakers, and flip, so I could go back and buy my son some school clothes and have some money to maintain my house. That's the type of stuff I had to do with this man. Okay, so back to the story. So a couple days go by, I'm staying in my homegirl house, but I got an open DCF case that they investigating, and I'm getting ready to go down and sign the paperwork for my house. So while I am there signing the paperwork for my house, I get a call that my daughter has been in an accident and I need to hurry up and get to the hospital. So I leave there and I rush to the hospital, and by the time I get to the hospital, my daughter is unresponsive. And she ended up being in the hospital for 5 days. Longest 5 days of my life. And when I tell y'all my baby fought, she fought hard, y'all. She fought hard, and I was on my hands and knees praying every day. Praying, like just hoping for any kind of miracle. And in those moments, y'all, I knew how my mama felt when she was on her hands and knees praying and begging the Lord to save my life. I found myself reciting the same words that my mama said. Lord, take me instead, spare my child. Just take me instead. Like, just begging God. But at the end of the day, she ended up succumbing to her injuries, and she passed away after a very hard fight on June 1st of 2020. So at this time, my daughter has passed away. I have an open DCF case because someone has called and said that I'm abusing my son. And when my daughter passes away, they send DCF to the hospital to do an investigation about that also. And then I have to start planning her funeral. So they end up clearing me of everything. And y'all gonna have to come back for the next part. I just come back.